According to a new report, street homelessness in LA went up last year by 8%. This despite Mayor Karen Bass spending almost $400 million on Inside Safe, her signature homelessness program, which has only found temporary shelter for 6,000 people, 40% of whom ended up back on the street. But homeless in Los Angeles isn't increasing everywhere. According to LA's homelessness agency, in one district, the number of people on the street actually fell by half. That happened in Nithya Raman's district, the city council member who is currently running against Mayor Karen Bass. How? Well, Nithya built a dedicated team of case managers, recruited volunteers, tripled the number of shelter beds, mapped encampments, and got people off the street, all of which Karen Bass must have seen from the little window on that plane. But how did the mayor and her allies on the city council respond? They actually dissolved Nithya's Housing and Homelessness Committee in this vindictive and petty way. Even worse, who did the establishment put in charge of the new housing committee? Council member Imelda Padilla. You might remember her from this interview with me, where she bragged about cutting the number of affordable housing units in an apartment building, which did cause my jaw to literally drop. Or this hearing where she talked about the benefits of broken streetlights.
I actually had some community members say, I don't want more lights because then I can't look at the stars.
Oh, look, it's the Big Dipper, said a guy breaking into your car. Jesus. Mayor Bass and Councilwoman Padilla also sided with NIMBYs to oppose a law to allow new apartment buildings by mass transit stops, which is just common sense. And when that law passed anyway, they fought to delay and limit construction of these projects through the city's bureaucracy. This is actually when Mayor Bass lost me personally. And it's why I'm glad that my husband is now working on Nithya's campaign. Disclosure. But honestly, I would have said all this anyway. Now, during a housing crisis, when our population is literally shrinking because people can't find a place to live on their salaries, and when Los Angeles has failed to build the homes it already promised to build, Mayor Bass has totally abdicated her responsibility. Now, Imelda is saying that actually Mayor Bass is the one who deserves credit for the reduction in homelessness in Nithya's district. But in Imelda's own district, according to the same report, unsheltered homelessness jumped 63%, with 28% more people living in RVs and tents. Ugh, said a person who just became homeless in Imelda's district. It's so fucking bright with all these recently repaired streetlights. I can't even see the fucking stars. So what's the argument here? If you think Mayor Bass deserves credit for reducing homelessness in Nithya's district, shouldn't you be furious at the mayor for totally failing in your district? What point do you think you're making, Imelda? And then another political ally of Karen Bass, the president of the city council, Marquise Harris Dawson, said that what really bothered him about Nithya is that she let her ambition get the best of her. This woman is simply too ambitious. But you gotta cut her down to size now. If we make too much progress on homelessness, what will Erewhon make the Hailey Bieber smoothies out of? When Nithya was a housing advocate, she was frustrated by the city's failures on homelessness, so she ran for the city council and won. Then the city council conspired to redraw the maps to gerrymander LA so that Nithya would lose her seat. She won again. The scheme was actually caught on tape in a conversation that was also separately racist towards Oaxacans. And I would go into it, but we only have 3 minutes. Point is, over and over again, the establishment has fought Nithya because she's demanding accountability and change is hard. It requires grinding effort, persistence, and a willingness to be honest about where we have failed. What it takes is ambition. And despite what this city council president says, I think we actually need a lot more ambition from the people who run this city. And also, at the intersection where Los Feliz Boulevard becomes Western Avenue, the right two lanes both ought to be allowed to turn on Franklin. But I will take that up with Mayor Nithya Raman.